Hey guys, Ben here with Whitetail Edge, and today we're going to just go over a little bit about how my system of hunting, like when I get to a woods, you know, like my backpack mainly, like what is in my backpack and how do I hike in or bike in. My backpack, I use a Tenzing, and the way I have it situated right now, it's mainly full with what I'm going to use. But first, before I show you what's in my backpack, I want to show you how I set my backpack up to go hunting. So typically when you're walking in, you know, like obviously you're gonna have to pretend that you're getting dressed. Like this is my tote that I carry my clothes in. Obviously I'd put my Osseo gear on and I'd be hiking in. But so what I want to show you now, I'm going to give you the scenario if I'm self-filming. But typically, you know, I'll have my clothes. Sometimes I'll carry every article of clothing in, whether it's my pants and my jackets, depending on how far I got to walk or ride in, whatever it is. But let's just say it's November or late October. It's good cold in the morning and you're going to go in, or it's going to get cool in the stand that night. So I'll take my clothing, I fold them like this. This is the new Osseo jacket in Mossy Oak Terra Gila. It's an awesome coat. This pack right here is the Tenzing Hang Time lumbar pack. It's kind of hangs on your shoulders and you ride it on your hips. So what I do, they make convenient, you know, latches on these to begin with. But the way I structure mine, because I carry so much gear on top, that I actually just take one of these big rubber twist ties like this. I loop it through there like that. And then you've got this nice handle back here. So everything's already loaded in my pack. I'll take my clothes, set them on top. This is the hoodie. I like to wear typically a hoodie and take the jacket later for when it really cools down. I'll put these on top. My camera is inside there. Then I'll take camera arm. This is the 4th arrow. I'll put that on top. And then I take, now we're talking, you know, late October going into November, so I got my black rack and I will carry that. So then what I do is I just take this strap, I run it through that handle and pull it tight, and it just cinches everything back down. And then I just leave this little buckle hang out and I just wrap it around there. And it makes everything super easy. Doesn't make any noise bouncing around. And then I'm able to just latch up, carry it in just like this. And you have these nice support straps, but then everything is nice and convenient. You can carry your bow, this hand is free, and you're walking around. So now, let's talk about what's in my pack a little bit. And this way, you'll see what I carry to the woods, because it seems to be everybody's really curious about what Ben Rising has in his backpack. So we'll take this stuff back off. So basically then when I get to the tree, I climb up the tree, strap in, and then I set this on my Novix tree stand seat. And then I just slowly undo it, and I take everything off and I put it where I want it in the tree, either hang it or whatnot. Start that for now. So now I'll just kind of go over what's in my pack. Obviously a camcorder. This is not the exact one, but we're just using that as a show. So like you've got your camcorder if you're self-filming. If not, and Dylan's following me around, then he's got the camera bag. But typically on self-filming, if I don't have hubs already set in trees, then I'm carrying a 4th arrow, mounting system for my camera arm and everything, ratchet strap. That all goes in there. And that stuff adds to the weight, so that's why that lumbar pack to me is just comfortable. You don't even really know what's back there. Typically have like a Tacticam, holder or something for a GoPro. I always carry an extra tree stand safety strap. You just never know. I just always have an extra one for some reason. Got my strap in. This is the kind of system I use for strapping into the tree. For my safety around the tree. I just like this rope slide system. And then I'll show you something a little bit later too that I do to mine. That it's a good little trick. Always got the field foam. Everybody sees me use the field foam by Phase. And then I carry the lotion in here too. And that's one thing nice about this pack too, is it has these pockets where you can slide everything in there. Got a pocket here that I use for my Black Widow deer lures. And I got the straight doe in here. I got matriarch, and I got hot and ready, all in this same pocket right here. Got my extinguisher grunt call. Can't go anywhere without that. I always carry an extra Cobra release every time. I've always got an extra one in my pack because many times I've forgot them at my truck or whatever. So I always carry an older extra one in my pack. So I always have that release. On the outside of my pack, I carry tree, screw-in bow holders, gadget holders, anything. And the one thing I like about this system is they have these little loops where you can hook on, and makes it nice. So basically, these are just rubber grommets that you can screw into. These rubber grommets, and I just screw them in there, and it's a real convenient way to carry them. And they're always on the outside of your pack, easy to get to. I usually carry 3 to 4, just never know what you're gonna need. This side, I always carry a tree stand seat cover for like if it's wet, your cushion, if you've left your cushion in there, you can just slide this seat cover over it. I always carry a bow rope. Most of my stands are set up to where they have bow ropes on them already. But if I'm doing a hanging hunt, most of my Echoes or my Novik stands, my hanging hunt stands already have ropes on them. So when I get there, I get up the tree, I can just drop the rope. It's connected to my stand, but I always carry extra rope. I think I have 3 extra bow ropes in this stand, or in this pack. We'll go up here to the top. I carry my wind checkers by Phase, which, you can make these too, but I always carry electrical tape. Always have that. I'd never leave home without that. I've always got that in there. I've just got a simple little green Energizer headlamp that glows green. I use that sometimes. Most of the time I walk in the dark, but once in a while you need a little bit of a light, and so I'll use that. It's in there, real convenient to get to. Extra SD card holders for trail cameras. If I'm in the woods and I'm walking past one and I want to switch a card out, if it's a non-cell cam, I've got extra ones there. I carry extra cards for Dylan's camera, things like that. Gotta have that. We all know what that is. If there's no mayapple in the woods that time of year, so you got to use the actual real paper. This side behind, there's a cool little pack here. I always carry an extra tree step of some sort, whether it's an easy climb or just a cheap screw in. I've always got that. Always carry handsaw, easy cut handsaw in my pack for, extra limbs, or you just never know what you're going to run into. Or if you decide that you need to tear down your stand and do a hanging hunt, move 50 yards, you've at least got some sort of a saw that you can carry really easy. And these things are mega sharp. and they're like having a chainsaw with you. It's amazing what these saws will cut. Move to this back side pocket here. Here I carry my knife. This one just happens to be a Havalon. Got some plastic gloves in here if I don't feel like getting all bloody. Carrying a couple extra screw-in hangers. Another bow rope in this pocket right here. We'll move to this side. Go to the big pocket. Vortex rangefinder, Cobra release, and usually my gloves are in here. Face mask if I need one. You can carry a lot of stuff in this pack, and it's really not that heavy, all this stuff. It's just a lot of gear. So we'll zip this one up. So back here, carry my branch butter, another bow rope just in case. A couple of them actually, in case I'm going to hang a new set or move or whatever. You just never know what you're going to need that for. Carry my pen in here for filling out a tag, unless you got to use a knife to notch one. So that just, basic stuff, that's what I carry in my backpack. And I carry a pair of binoculars. I just don't have, I got them in my other truck, but I also carry a pair of Vortex binoculars in my pack. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video that we brought to you today with the Tenzing pack and what I carry in it when I'm hunting big mature bucks. This is what I carry. Every time I go to the woods, I have this pack on me, and it's loaded down with everything that I have in it, because I just feel like that's what I need to do my job when I'm hunting big deer. So that's it. Check out Tenzing. I think you really like some of the line of packs they have, and I know they're coming out with a new pack that I don't even have yet, and I guess it's pretty awesome from what my buddy Fred told me. So check them out. And again, if you haven't followed Whitetail Edge, please do so, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Catch us on Mossy Oak Go and Carbon TV.